Sorry I'm late. I missed my bus and I had to call Lyft.
Live from the Santa Barbara neighborhood in Martinez Town, you're listening to 10 Drink Minimum with Chris, Billy, Michael, and Smiley.
Alright. Are our microphones on?
They are on.
They are on. Okay, cool. So welcome to 10 Drink Minimum. My name is Chris. James is here. Billy's running all the technical stuff. And on today's show, we have a very, very, very special guest. We have Molly from the Girl Scouts of America. What troop was it again? I don't remember.
10653.
Oh, can you turn that mic up again?
Yeah.
Hers is way down. Do that again, Molly.
10653.
Yeah, more if you could, Billy. Awesome. So you wanted to come on the show. There's a special badge that your troop can get.
It's actually a pin.
It's a pin.
And it's something that you have to work for all year.
Okay.
It's called the Chili Award. And it's the leaders have to work really hard for this award. And there are 10 or 11 steps with little micro steps in between. If we accomplish all of them, then we get this really amazing award.
So, I mean, what do you just get the pin? Does everyone in the troop get the pin?
Everyone in the troop gets the pin. The leaders get a big chili, and the girls get a little chili. And
wow.
it just goes right on our lapel. I'm sorry I didn't wear my vest.
Is it something you compete for, or is it something that if you just finish them that you...
Everybody can earn it.
Okay.
Everyone can earn it.
So, but it takes a really, so for example, one of the requirements is there's like a whole list, but like one of them would be if each girl in your troop was able to sell a minimum of 300 boxes of cookies.
Okay.
For each girl, so we have 9, so that would be 2,700 boxes of cookies.
Oh, wow.
So that would be really difficult. So we're going to try it. It's our first year doing cookies. So, but
Well, wait a minute. So what do you mean your first year doing cookies? Is that something that your troop can't do right away?
no, this is our first year as a troop.
Oh.
So
Oh, I see.
yes, I was a Girl Scout when I was little,
Yeah.
and I sold the most cookies for 2 years in a row, and I sold enough cookies to send myself and another girl to camp for free.
Oh. But I mean, you guys. I'm not going to complain because you guys brought us a pie.
Yes.
But we were really hoping for some cookies. I mean, is it not that time of the year? Is it
Not yet. Not till almost the end of February.
Okay.
But as soon as we have cookies, and now, because used to when I was little, we would have to order cookies.
Okay.
And you would have to wait for them, and it was very sad.
And
but
now they just come in and you
now
sell
you
them.
come in, and we can walk around with our little wagon like
Oh.
a commercial, and we can sell you our cookies.
And I don't even think you have to sell them anymore.
No,
you
you
I mean,
don't.
It's really not that. I mean, if you don't know what Girl Scout cookies are, I mean,
Your life is sad.
You've been living in the wrong country.
Yes.
So, I would say, when I go to the store,
Mm-hmm.
it really annoys me when someone is like standing outside the door trying to sell something,
Yes.
except for the Girl Scouts of America, because you're like,
yes.
oh, what is? Oh, cookies. You know.
Cookies.
You're like, oh God, I don't want. Oh yeah, you have cookies. Well, I actually don't have cash. Dang, I really don't. Well, let me go. I'll go back to the ATM. Hold on.
Yes. And they will be $4 a box this year. A nice even number.
Yeah.
And
What were they before?
They were like $3.75, or like
Oh.
they used to be like $3.50. I think when I was a girl, they were like $2.75.
That's a really good.
So, yeah.
I didn't think they were that cheap.
No, they're $4 a box, and then each box of cookies, we actually get 55 cents for our
Oh,
troop.
That's awesome.
And then a portion of it goes to, it's called the Opportunity Fund, and so it pays for girls that can't afford to do things. So it pays for their books or uniforms or events, like we go to something called the Roar and Snore at the zoo, where
Oh.
the girls get to camp out at the zoo.
Ooh.
And so yeah, so it's an expensive event, and so there's some girls who can't afford to do that, and so the Opportunity Fund pays for that. So that's what cookies go for.
Yeah, I like to go to the zoo.
Yes.
The polar bears.
Yes, and you get to sleep with all the animals.
You sleep with the
and-
polar bears.
Yes.
That sounds
splashing
dangerous.
around, and the ducks and
Dangerous. Ducks
Yes.
are fun too. So I always feel like the Girl Scouts have a better deal than the Boy Scouts.
We
Because
do.
I have a coworker that his son's the Boy Scout, and he's like, "Yeah, it's that time of year again." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, what do you guys selling?" He's like, "Popcorn," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I can get that at the store." I don't.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, we have caramel." Yep, they have that at the store. And he's like, "They have cheese." Yep. They have that at the store.
They have chocolate chip ones too.
Oh,
I think.
that's cool. I guess I didn't see those,
Yeah.
but I didn't buy any.
They don't have Thin Mint popcorn.
No, they don't.
They don't have Samoa popcorn.
There you go. There you go. Right there. Best
They don't.
cookie that you guys sell.
They do. They it's very sad for Boy Scouts that they don't get to sell Girl Scout cookies.
Do they say which cookie sells the most?
Thin Mints.
Really?
Thin Mints sell the most. Yeah.
I don't know. The Thin Mint's an okay. I mean, I'll eat them. I mean, I'll eat the whole box. But
In one sitting.
if you know, I always feel like people don't order enough Samoans.
They don't. And you can never order enough Girl Scout
No.
cookies because we only sell them for like a
Yeah.
month.
Oh,
and then
man.
you have to wait the whole year for them
Really?
to come back around. Yeah.
And they don't sell them in any stores.
They do not.
You know,
Nope.
I mean, there's got to be like some kind of jerk who's just like, I'm gonna
hoard these.
no, I'm gonna like manufacture these cookies that are just like them, and
No. See, there are these cookies that Keebler sells, and
Okay.
they're called grasshoppers.
Oh,
And they try to pretend to be Thin Mints, but really,
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
yeah.
What is it? There's Thin Mints. There's Samoas. What other cookies?
There's like a lemon cookie. There's like it's like a raspberry kind of cookie, and
Yeah.
it's like a tea cookie. There's a shortbread cookie, which is the trefoil.
Okay.
Let's see, they've come out with new ones. There's a gluten-free one now. It's a
Oh.
little more expensive. I think it's $4.50.
Yeah.
Not $4. I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
you know,
what
if
the
you're
price
gonna
on
if
that
you're gonna
is.
make that claim, you need to pay a little more.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, you can still have cookies and be gluten-free.
That's awesome.
Um,
We should do an episode where we taste all the cookies.
that
and
would
rate-
be
and
a
rate them-
delicious
and rate
episode.
them.
I would come for that.
There you go. Yeah.
I would even supply the
do
cookies.
do a cookie and beer pairing.
Well, they are a little fruity.
Yeah.
Some of them.
The Thin Mint goes well with the marble stout
Yes, it would pair. It would pair well with a darker beer.
Yeah.
You are correct.
because of the mint. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it definitely would. I think a Samoa would probably go with like I'm gonna say like a pub ale or maybe a red maybe.
I was thinking a red.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then the lemon one maybe with a Hefeweizen.
Yes.
There you go, see?
Absolutely.
Just to kind of
That would
tie
be
it all
delicious.
together. Just so the Girl Scouts of America get a little bit nervous when they watch this. Just a little
Yes,
bit nervous.
thank you. I appreciate that.
That's very cool. I'm glad you guys decided to come. Try to get. So what else do you have to do now besides this
So,
to get the pepper?
We have to go to several meetings. They're called service units. We have
Okay.
like an area group, and we have to go to those, and those plan different events. We have to attend several of those events.
Mm-hmm.
There's also there was a thing that started in the fall. It's called Mag Nuts. So
Okay.
Girl Scouts also sell magazines and nuts, but our troop started too late to participate in
Oh.
that. But we also have to have like a certain number of girls in our troop, which this year we had to have. It's like 75% of what your troop had last year, which
Okay.
we didn't have a troop last year, so we're at 100%.
That's awesome.
So there's other things, but also, we would just like to get the word out about Girl Scouts and how really great they are, and that we're teaching girls to be strong, independent thinkers, and to have confidence in themselves, and just know that there are other opportunities out there. That you can be a chef, you can be an artist, you can be a rock climber. We went
Oh,
rock
wow.
climbing today with our troop, and it was really fun. There were
is
two
fun.
girls who were terrified of rock climbing. And one got almost all the way to the top by the end. She
Aw.
was one handhold away, and she couldn't do it. But the other one, she would only go a few feet up, and then she got too scared. But then she moved over to somebody holding her rope,
Yeah.
and she went really high up.
Oh, good.
And so it's just building confidence and
Absolutely.
character.
And you said you were a Girl Scout when you were a little girl.
I was a Girl Scout for 4 years.
How much has it changed since you were a little girl till now?
Not really a lot has changed. Really, it's still the same thing, building confidence and character in girls. The way that it's structured is a little different, and there's a lot more events so you can meet other Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
When I was a girl, we didn't really meet a lot of other girls outside of our troop, but my best friend, who I've known since 2nd grade, we would have never met had it not been for Girl Scouts. We didn't have a single class together through
Oh, wow.
elementary, middle school, or high school. And so that was how we met, was Girl Scouts.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we're still friends.
What's the hardest badge to get?
Ooh. I would say it's really, there's like a star pin, like it's the gold or bronze award. And that's really for when you're older, and that they award that to only a few girls a year. And that's
okay.
really, really hard. It's a cumulative of several years of hard work.
Oh,
That's
wow.
really hard to earn.
So I know there's the Girl Scouts and then there's the Boy Scouts. So the Boy Scouts, you know, they have the what are they called when they get a little older?
Oh, Eagle Scouts.
Eagle Scouts. Is there a version of that for the Girl Scouts?
Yes. So you start as a daisy when you're in kinder and first grade, and then you become a brownie for second and third, then juniors for fourth and fifth, and then you become cadets, and then seniors and ambassadors. And an ambassador is when you are like 16, 17. And a lot of ambassadors travel to Europe and other places. And a big part of being an ambassador is a lot of service projects and helping your community.
Oh, wow.
And that's also an emphasis when you're younger, but it's a lot harder to plan something for 5, 6, and 7-year-olds.
Oh, wow. Is there like an Order of the Arrow for Girl Scouts?
Is there? I'm sorry.
An Order of the Arrow, like the Boy Scouts have Order of the Arrow. It's like the secret group.
We have
that's,
we have the Girl Scout Promise and the Girl Scout Law, but we don't really have anything secret.
The law.
The law.
I am the Girl Scout law.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, very awesome. So when are the cookies coming out again?
February.
February.
Yes.
Good to know. So keep an eye out for that.
Yes.
Anything else you want to let anyone know?
Well, if there is anyone who would just like to teach our girls anything cool or neat, or have them into, like, you have a shop or a, you know, if you're an artist, that's amazing, which I'm sure many of you are. If you want to show our girls, I mean, we have 5 and 6-year-olds, we also have 7-year-olds, but they're really neat and they're really curious and excited about Girl Scouts. And if there's anybody who was a Girl Scout before that would like to talk to our girls, that's part of one of the badges we have to earn is talking to an older Girl Scout. Just anybody who would like to teach our girls anything, that would be really cool.
Awesome.
Yes.
Very awesome. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, you know, that could do this, something like that, you know, to kind of show them, especially like a female-owned like business or whatnot. Yeah, I know a couple people I may throw your way.
That would be amazing.
Absolutely. So I want to thank Molly for coming on our show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
And I hope you guys get that chili pepper pin.
Oh, we will.
You know, I mean, because, you know, we are in the Southwest, because, you know, I feel like if you get it, people are going to be like, oh, did you get that because you're in the Southwest? And you're like, no.
No, I didn't. It's because I went on 10 drink minimum.
That's right.
That is why.
Always remember that. So.
Yes.
Well, right on.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys if you wanted to stay, or if you want to. You said you have a.
I have
Cuban roast
dinner in the
car?
crock pot.
Yeah, I don't want to.
We have to get to that.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for
Well,
coming
thank you
on.
for coming on, Molly.
Who shall I pass the torch to?
That's me.
Thank you.
All right.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you very much. The Girl Scouts of America, everyone. James is like just stunned. He's like, what? We didn't tell James this was happening at all.
He's disappointed I didn't bring cookies.
We turned this one off.
Yeah.
I can't have wheat.
He can't have wheat at all. Yeah, well, that's got wheat still, probably. Oh, there's gluten free.
Yeah, no. Gluten's a component of wheat.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out.
I can have barley.
Really?
Yeah. Rye,
Like barley wine?
just not wheat.
Yeah. Just not wheat. So, yeah, these guys come on. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we had
What
to-
is your favorite cookie, Billy?
The Samoas.
It's got to be the Samoas.
So Samosa, or whatever you call it, Samoas, yeah.
Yeah. Just leave it open. Yeah, so James is like, what the hell happened?
No, it's funny because like this today we had to clean out our like house. Like I thought
Move that chair out of the way if you're going to do that, because I want you to move over because it's centered.
I get a text from Chris about 4 o'clock. It's like, yo, we need to clean because if there's gonna be like Girl Scouts here.
Right. Well, I thought there was a whole troop going to be
I
here.
thought so too. I guess I read I actually agreed to it while I was pretty drunk.
That's great. Just great.
No, like no, you're wrong. I was like, listen, like you do know you've listened to our show, right? And it's one of those things where like I'm not gonna cuss in front of the kids, but on the
Right.
show, but. If they go back and try to watch the episode,
But you might.
oh, that's right. Well, the thing is, I have no problem cussing in front of the kids like I used to. I don't know. I kind of.
Well, I didn't want to. I was like, well, I don't want them to get in trouble with the Girl Scouts of America, you know?
Oh yeah.
The GSA, man. You don't want the GSA up on you. They're all thugging your life, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you get up and your car's all keyed, you know? We're watching you. GSA. That would be pretty interesting if there was like a militant wing of the Girl Scouts of America.
Oh yeah.
Thug life. I do like whenever they do sit outside of like grocery stores and stuff now and sell Girl Scout cookies, and I do like that.
You know, like it's one of those things where like I never have cash, and so I'm pretty sure they've wised up to the idea of like taking your card out and using your phone to like get the
Oh, you think they have a? I'm sure they do. They'll have the what is that?
card swiper?
The cube.
Yeah.
Smiley, you look pretty worse for wear. Did you get ripped up last night or what?
Yeah, my neighbor's cat died, so we kind of had a memorial for it,
And then a wake?
which involved a lot of drinking.
Oh, okay. Billy, and Bonnie, our friend Bonnie's in town. They almost got me in an orgy last night. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, and it was like we and then we left.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse than just sitting around crying about a cat.
I don't know. It was pretty interesting, Smiley.
And then
I was like just trying to DJ, and people were groping me. I was like, just trying to play some Bryan Adams here, all right? Summer '69.
I'm just trying to play freaking Mambo number 5.
I'm just trying to get some OMC up in this fool. Come on, man.
Okay, well, if you didn't end the night with a half a pack of
Dear, what is?
cloves somehow.
Gross.
They don't even sell those here, do they?
Aren't they illegal?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they sure are.
Because like the governor's daughter one time or somebody like.
Smoked a hole through her lung.
Yeah, is that right? I heard that.
Oh
rumor.
yeah, these things are really bad for you.
Yeah.
There's warnings
Smoked a
all
hole
over
through
it.
her lung.
I can smell that from here.
I woke up at my house with a half pack of cloves. Who knows what happened last night?
Oh wow. I did not get up today.
I can tell that I smoked cloves because my voice sounds like this right now.
I didn't get up today till 4:00.
You know, I did make it a point to see my Dallas beat the Ravens today.
I heard
After
you.
that, other than that, like I went straight right to bed. Like I fell asleep right after the game was over.
I heard you in there clapping.
Yeah.
Clapping away. He's all, yes! Oh. Oh, all right.
And then I realized I didn't eat today, and I didn't get my bat. God, this is what a, like wasted weekend happens. Happens when you just like party too much. And my bank account's pretty much wiped out, and
Yeah.
I didn't get my battery fixed.
Oh.
And so in the next couple days, I'm just gonna just.
Yeah, last night you just kept going, can you buy me another beer, Chris? You
bought
do that
me.
voice?
You bought me 2.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
thank you.
I think I got you more than that. Because there's one I just slid you over one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because you look sad. You're all, Chris, will you buy me a beer?
Yeah. And so, but anyway, this is like the end of end
Yeah.
of the year. I get PTO coming up. I get like
Yeah.
pay time off, like buyouts, bonuses.
Buyouts? Oh, they buy out your sick time?
Yeah, because I'd never call in sick. I've
Yeah.
maybe called in sick one time my entire
Oh, wow. That's kind
tenure.
of actually impressive. I mean, because, there's a lot of times you get wasted and then you go to work at 7 o'clock next morning.
I know, right?
That's
It's
interesting.
all about like not like breathing through your mouth
Mm.
and just kind of like keeping your distance from like
Not breathing through your mouth. Wow.
or and making conversation short and then until it's out of your system about
That's awesome.
like 10 a.m.
And then you got to at least take a shower before you go to work to
Oh,
get
yeah,
some
yeah,
of that
yeah.
off,
Some of the stank.
Some of that stank, dude.
I don't know what I did last night, but I got some stank dick.
Dude, if you cover yourself like in a cloak of cigarette smoke, no one can ever smell anything.
Right. That's true. That's a good point.
That is true.
He's all tips by Smiley.
If you don't want somebody to know you're still drunk from the night before,
Just smoke
smell-
yourself up. That's a good idea. I like that.
But no, it's
I have this just for it. It's like, oh, this got washed last week and
Smoke
it
catcher?
smells like an ashtray.
Ew. Are you smoking again? Is that what's happening?
No, my roommates are.
Oh.
But like 1 hour in a room with them and this smells like an ashtray.
Oh.
And suddenly it's like my invisibility cloak, like from Harry Potter. It's all. Is
People
that
are like,
booze? No, it's just this smelly ass jacket.
cigarettes, man. Cigarettes. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that does smell like a bar.
Yeah. You
Oh,
do
yeah.
smell like a bar.
Man, I don't like the cigarette smell, and especially don't like going to like somebody's like party and there's like a bonfire, like a fire.
Oh, that's
and
the
then,
worst.
And then the next day it's like you smell like fucking campfire. And then you'll be there for like maybe 5 minutes at the most, and you just reek.
Oh, I
yeah.
love that one though. That's a nice smell.
Campfire? I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's gross.
That drink that guy made for us at that competition that was made with campfire was gross, man.
Smiley, Smiley was gagging.
Oh, it was so nasty, wasn't it? I felt sorry for him. I mean, he was a really nice guy too. I was like, and he was like the one that was like questioning the other drinks and stuff. I'm like, dude, yours tasted terrible, dude. It's like,
bro.
And it was like orange and almost viscous. Like it was thick
yeah.
with smoke. It was gross.
Well, he made his own ice with smoke.
That was, I think, the problem. That was that weird, like, oily substance that was
Yeah.
swimming through the rest of the drink.
Ugh. Yeah,
Sometimes, like I don't pay attention mainly to like like mixology and all that. And so if you were to like, say like make this crazy like drink that takes like 10 minutes to prepare, and then like somebody else just comes in and just like mixes like shitty vodka and like cranberry juice and
Right.
whatever, and then like this, I would probably like the cranberry one.
That's
better.
kind of what happened. That's kind of how that competition went.
It's just like, hey, what do you have here? It's honey, vodka, and lemon.
Lemon juice.
No shit.
Tastes great.
It's delicious.
Tastes
I
phenomenal.
love your presentation.
Yeah. Local honey. Everything's organic. Everything's organic.
Then again, like
Could I have this warm? Because that would be amazing.
Right.
I was talking about like what shit's warm, like because it was cold last night. It's freezing.
It's finally cold. I mean, it's what, mid to late November? And
Yeah.
it's finally cold?
And so
And by cold, we mean in the 50s.
50s, yeah. Not like freezing cold.
But,
Thanks, global warming.
no, but I was thinking like what bar offers like a hot drink? Nobody.
Oh, like hot toddies? Like,
yeah.
Used to be like in the 90s, there was a lot of flaming kind of drinks. Flaming Dr. Pepper.
But is it hot when you drink it?
No. No.
But a lot of them don't do that anymore just because of, litigation.
Fire hazard.
Oh, I bet.
Flaming
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper, you can't light, in this state, you can't light drinks on fire.
Oh, really? Not anymore?
Oh, that's been gone
Really?
for so long.
I thought Bert still had that.
When
one.
I started,
Yeah, I've seen a drink that Bert's had that was lit on fire. In the middle.
yeah, it doesn't mean it was legal.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true. I mean, touche. That is very true. Bert's is like, whoa, keep it on the down low.
we just outed them.
Do they still have those drinks, do you think?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
What, like the volcano?
Yeah,
Where they're like, well, you need at least 4 people to order this
right.
because we're pouring an entire fifth into your
Right.
bucket of booze.
I've never had one of those.
They're pretty good.
I want to get one for my this
Um,
on Wednesday. Wednesday is like the biggest day for drinking
Right.
in the country.
That's
Like,
right.
And so I get paid, and I'm gonna go have one of those freaking drinks and act like I have 4 people with me, and then
We're
just
like,
be
yeah, they're over here.
You're
Points
going to
people.
burn off your eyebrows. You're all.
But it's like those weird like tiki bar drinks, like kitschy, like whatever. Those are neat.
Right.
I want to try one.
Well, and it's funny because like I did one time with Adam, old co-host of the show, and he bought it, and he's like, "Will you drink this with me?" And I was like, "Well, I don't really want to." And he's like, "Well, I really want to try it." And so I'm like, "Okay." I bet I took each have a straw. I bet I did like 3 pulls off that drink, and he drank all the rest, and he was fucking wasted, man. He was like, got to carry him out, wasted. Because there's like Bacardi 151 and shit in those,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
You can light it on fire.
When you drink, for people who may be listening to the show that don't drink a lot, if the alcohol lights on fire, you drink it, you're gonna get fucked up. Yeah. I remember we used to pour Everclear on the sidewalk, and then light the sidewalk on fire. Because people wouldn't believe me. They were like, I was like, you can light this on fire. And people were like, I don't believe. Because it said flammable.
Yeah, it says
on the
flammable
bottle,
right
the
on
bottle.
it.
Yeah. So I tell people, man, watch this. Pour. Yeah.
It has that little like plastic thing on the top so
Yeah.
that the fumes don't accidentally shoot up from where you
Right.
put it on fire into the bottle and explode the bottle right from your hand.
That's correct. Yeah. You could theoretically run your car off of it, from what I've heard. I've never done that.
What's like proof does it have to be to actually be flammable?
Over 100? It's like 90, I think, right? 90 and above. Or
Anything over 98%
98,
will it might make a small flame,
Yeah.
but it will be flammable.
But Everclear's way above that.
Oh, it's like flash, or
No, I'm like I said, if you pour it on the ground, you light it, it's like gasoline. It just sits there and burns until the alcohol's all gone.
see that's
Makes a nice blue flame.
Yeah, there's like only like 5% of it that isn't alcohol.
Right. You're real blue flame special, aren't you?
It's like, did you ever want to drink isopropyl alcohol? We made one that's you can actually drink
Yeah.
for human consumption.
Isopropyl alcohol burns like a motherfucker, too. You pour that in a little,
We made it consumable
little metal
just
thing.
for you.
It'll
It's
just
called
sit there.
Everclear.
how does that? Oh my god! I've never taken a shot of anything that potent.
Well, like,
Well, you're not supposed to.
You're not,
It's,
yeah.
There's a clear warning on the bottle
Don't
that
drink.
says, "Do not drink this straight.
Which-
Mix this with other stuff."
Which I have.
Also, this is flammable.
Yeah. I've gotten a sore throat from drinking it because
Oh.
it burned my throat so badly.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
When we were at Road to Riches, I had a swig of somebody's moonshine. It was fucking same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, I'll never do that again. Because, I've had the moonshine from the store, which, whatever. It's like white whiskey.
It's 160 proof. It's pretty.
It's pretty potent, too. The
Pretty
weird thing about
potent,
those
but-
stuff from the store is you'll take a drink of it, and it doesn't seem that bad, but then you breathe out, and it burns your it burns your nasal passages.
Gross.
And you're like, whoo, God.
Dragon breath comes out.
Yeah.
Girl,
That's some heavy stuff. But it's not nothing like the real moonshine. I mean, that just burns all the way down, burns all the way out. Burns probably when you throw up.
Oh yeah, Everclear. It's like, I want to get drunk by drinking gasoline.
Gasoline. Pretty much is. And they don't sell it in a lot. It's like illegal in a lot of states. Here it's not. I don't know why. I mean, we're so tough on alcohol. You'd think that Everclear would be. But then again, a lot of places don't sell it, and so people think that it's illegal.
Well, in this state they use it a lot for tinctures and
For what?
tinctures.
What's that?
Tinctures is like an herb infusion oil, and
Oh,
you need
okay.
the high alcohol to
Yeah.
evaporate off and
Have you-
concentrate the herbs or whatever you're doing, and then
Yeah.
put it into oil.
Have you ever met people that, like, for the holidays or whatever, they'll buy vodka or they'll buy rum and then they'll infuse it? And they're like, I used to have a girlfriend that they would do this, her family, and then they would, like, they would start, like, around Thanksgiving and let it sit until Christmas and then drink it. And they would do different, like, infusions of the vodka. And I always thought that was weird. I was like, you don't make your own vodka, but you infuse the vodka? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, it's a family tradition. Have you ever seen that before?
No.
No?
Only among drunks.
Well, and then I saw the reason why I brought it up is someone recently talked about doing that again, and they're like, yeah, I don't make my own alcohol. I just buy it, and I like to infuse it myself.
I mean, I have my own whiskey barrel.
Yeah,
Two
well,
of them.
of course you do.
No,
you
no,
see
I
Matt
gave
selling
one,
them?
I gave one to Josh.
You
Never
see
mind.
Matt's Broken Trail is selling them.
Mm-hmm.
The little ones. You make your own whiskey, and then you let it sit, and I guess it's faster, right?
Yes. Because of the surface.
Surface area.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's selling them now. You can have someone's make some and then have somebody's whatever imprinted on the outside and give it to him as a gift.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, Broken Trail. Try it out. You guys can call in 505-715-6511. There's a phone number right here if you want to call in. We will answer your questions. We What's up? Oh, you're pointing to it. We didn't want the Girl Scouts of America. We don't want call-ins for that. So, what did you think of that? Were you shocked when that was happening?
I wasn't sure what to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was like, okay, I'm cool. I'm just gonna sit here.
I held it pretty well.
Yeah.
I had a lot of good
I
questions.
didn't have any. I wouldn't know how to, the first thing about engaging, like, or like talking about like shit that needed to happen as far as Girl Scouts of America goes.
I wasn't all like, hey, did you learn how to like make a fire because like you were homeless and you cold and stuff like that?
I'm glad you didn't ask those questions.
Really? Oh,
I know enough about it. Where I
That's
can
how
ask.
I learned how to make a fire.
Well, did you guys ever? Oh, I guess I know Smiley probably didn't, but I was a Cub Scout. I wasn't a Boy Scout or anything on beyond that. But were you anything like that?
No.
Little tribesman or something? I don't know.
Dude, I just learned how to take a flint out of an old cigarette lighter and hit it against a rock, and you could
Okay.
make a fire.
Huh.
See, I remember when I was a kid, we would go. There was a couple things that were kind of fun. I mean, there was the Pinewood Derby, and you'd buy the little kit, and they had it every year, like at like a school gym or whatever, and then it had to weigh a certain amount. It couldn't like weigh more than a certain amount, and then you couldn't modify the wheels and all that. Me and Abe were talking about this the other night, and so I cut out the shape, and I'm not a designer. So I just like maybe made it look like it was wedged in the front, and then I remember my dad he like drilled 2 holes in it, and he emptied out the gunpowder out of 2 bullets, and then put them back together, and then put them in there, and then like made it look like the bullets weren't there to weigh it down, to get it right below the weight that it needed to be.
Oh.
Like he wanted it right below. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I did really good. I get there and man, these people, the kids didn't make them, but some of the cars there were just like outrageous, like aerodynamics, and I got smoked pretty bad. Because I actually cut mine out and did the work on it, which kind of seems to be like what would, like, throughout my life, a running theme is where, I always did the actual rules. And then I'd get there, like, when I showed steers when I was in high school, I did it once. I worked with my steer every day. I went out in the morning and fed him and walked him. I went out in the afternoon, fed him and walked him, and then like did all the training stuff. Get to the fair, and every kid has like 6 steers, and their parents are doing all the brushing and combing and getting them ready. The kids are just watching, and I'm like,
God.
my dad didn't even go with me.
Wow.
So it was like they showed up like the day of, and it's like, wow, you were supposed to do this on your own, but your parents are doing it. So who's really into this? You or the parents, But then I remember when I was a kid, the Cub Scouts, we had the Mulligan Stew, and that was like at Oasis State Park. Do you remember that park? It's like between Clovis and Bertalis.
Yeah.
So we go out there. I guess each kid is told to bring a certain thing, and then when you get there, you have to kind of prep it. And then put it in the pot, and then they make one big pot of stew that everyone shares. It kind of teaches you something. I don't know. I don't know. I think I had fun. I remember we got in trouble because we were making fun of one of the other kids that was in our den. I don't remember which den I was in.
Was it like because he was black?
No. Oh no.
I was joking.
The black kid was always cool.
Did someone bring bamboo shoots?
No,
Because those are delicious.
they are. Probably. I don't know. They may have. Dude, I was like 8 maybe. I was a Weeblo, which is like the little bit older Cub Scout. But you had the little handkerchief, and it went around, and then you had the little thing that slid up and held it into place. I don't really understand the purpose of any of that. What it actually does for you, except that it falls off constantly, and you have to put it back on.
Yeah. I do remember as a child, though, actually thinking that the Boy Scouts was like a Mormon group because that's all the Mormon kids.
Oh,
did it.
really?
And so I thought, oh, that's just what Mormons do.
Yeah.
They do Boy Scouts.
Well, it's interesting because like the Boy Scouts, like you feel like it has a military kind of theme to it, but it's a private organization. And that's why they would like try to keep gay people out for so long because they were a private organization.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I have a couple of friends. Our friend Dave, he was Connell. He's a Order of the Arrow, and Order of the Arrow is like, you're a Boy Scout all through like elementary school, then junior high, And then when you get to high school, of course you're getting beaten up a lot all throughout this time because you're a Boy Scout still. But I'm just kidding. So they have the upper level of Boy Scouts. What did she say it was called? I don't remember.
Law or something?
No, that's theirs. I don't know what theirs was called. But then, like, there's one group that's called the Order of the Arrow. And you have to go and, like, do all these different, like, special things. It's kind of like if I could explain it the right way, it's like the Boy Scouts version of the Special Forces. It's the only way I can explain it. And, like, they're like, yeah, man, I'm Order of the Arrow. And if they meet someone else that's like Order of the Arrow, they're like, oh, hey, and they're like, they act like they're like some sort of special bond or brotherhood or something. And I'm like, nerds.
I built a house for someone.
Habitat for Humanity.
One time, this family of beavers were sick, so I made a dam for them.
Did you really?
Order the Arrow.
Order the Arrow, yes. He's like sewing himself up. I felt like they were like all these kids. Remember when we were kids and they had those survival knives and it had the compass and you unscrewed it and pulled it off and then it had like matches and a little saw inside of it? The Rambo knife, really?
No.
Wow.
That sounds like some nerd shit.
Oh no, when I was a kid, the movie Rambo 2 came out. And in that movie, he gets shot in the side. So then he finally gets away and he's at the campfire and he takes his knife and it has a compass on the end of the knife. See, he's got the matches.
You guys don't carry matches with you guys?
No, I don't.
No.
So he unscrews
Wow.
he unscrews the
These can light underwater.
Oh, really? Wow. He unscrews the bottom of the knife and it comes off and it has matches and it has a little saw that like you wrap around a tree branch.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
can
yeah,
saw.
yeah.
Anyway, he like pours gunpowder into the wound and then lights it on fire and it goes all the way through. Well, when I was a kid, like everyone had to have one of those fucking survival knives. And I didn't have one, but my friends did, and I wanted one, and then I'd see them, like they'd have them, and they were just pieces of shit. Just not. You go to the state fair, and they'd have them, or the Curry County Fair, or wherever.
I want one of
Just pieces of shit, and there's like supposedly a thing on there where you could cut barbed wire with the knife. You really try to do it, and it breaks the blade off.
Or gets you cut because you just got attached to barbed wire.
Right. Get a tetanus shot.
I mean, does anyone, like... I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually purchase any of those weapons they sell at the state fair.
Did you ever have any like ninja throwing stars or?
No, I just know they were like at the fair and they were behind some glass, and then you couldn't,
I just learned from Jackie Chan that you can either jump over those obstacles, or if you carry a rug with you,
Yeah.
you can
Just throw it over?
calmly just climb over them.
Yeah. Pretty much. But
Oh my God! They have defense. Hold on, let me throw this rug over it.
just throw a rug over the top.
All right, now we can just like crawl over it.
Right. I pretty much any of that, but of course you have to kind of be Jackie Chan, which you kind of have a little bit of that. Where, Billy and we're not going to really climb over it too well. We're like, well, I'm caught.
Well, I don't know if I can like rock a 10-foot fence anymore,
Yeah.
but yeah, I probably can.
Oh, all right.
If I have a
Yeah.
good running start, I can
Yeah.
get right over that.
I guess, yeah, that'd probably work, yeah.
So, and your memorial for the cat, did you end up getting emotional?
Yeah, did you cry at any point?
I cried on the phone when I was not in front of anyone.
Oh. Oh.
My friend called me and he's like, my cat died. And I was like, oh, I really liked that cat. Yeah, dude, I'll be by in like a couple hours.
Oh. So you went and hung out with your friend to help him through the misery of the cat dying? Well, what did the cat die of?
I think it was a thyroid problem.
A thyroid problem?
Mm-hmm.
How does one diagnose that
Yeah.
for cats?
Via a vet.
Oh, I mean,
Like if you take your cat into a vet, they'll be like, hey, your cat has like this thyroid issue, and
oh,
I didn't know thyroid problems would kill an animal.
that can kill anyone.
I don't know. I always thought like people said, oh, why are you fat? And then someone would go, oh, he has thyroid problems.
Well, I guess it would be different thyroid problems than that. Could not gain weight. There's a walking skeleton cat.
Oh. Speaking of crying, I don't know what I was doing like a Friday. You were you were sleeping on the couch and we were watching like I bought like a 12-pack.
Oh, that's right. We didn't.
And so
that was Friday. That was Thursday.
It was Thursday, and so
And Friday went out.
So anyway, like I was on Facebook doing like you can usually tell when I've been drinking because I post a shit ton of stuff in like a short amount of time. But I ended up watching a lot of these like Taiwanese insurance commercials, and I was freaking bawling. And Chris was just sitting here sleeping, and I was like, "Oh my god, I haven't cried in years."
Are they sad?
They're super freaking sad, man.
Well, how do you know what they say?
Well, it's subtitled.
Oh.
So, and then, like, there was, like, I spent, like, 30 minutes just watching this stuff and just, like, bawling.
I'm laying there sleeping. You're getting drunk and crying to commercials.
What's
the gist of, say, one of these commercials?
Okay, the gist is, this one's the most popular one is of this guy who has a daily routine, and so he goes and like he eats food, and then he feeds like a little bit to the dog, and then there's like a lady who needs help like lifting her like food cart over the sidewalk, so he helps her. Like it's like a daily routine, and then he goes and he sees this this homeless family, and they're and so he gives them money every day, like a little bit of money, and so and then the commercial, like the dog becomes as like his best friend, and then like and at the very end he goes and the homeless family isn't there anymore.
Oh no.
And so he's like, what the hell happened? And then this little girl walks up and she's like in like school clothes, and so he paid for her education, and it's like really sad. Yeah.
Aww.
And there's a lot of other stuff, like he gives food to like this old lady, like some bananas, because she's it's really sad. But then there's the other one where like there's this dad, and he just goes through like the timeline of like his daughter is being a baby girl growing up. Turns out like she gets pregnant, and then so there's I guess like two-way thing it could have gone where like he hits her and like just like you're a whore or whatever.
Wow.
But at the very end he ends up just embracing her, and it was just like the saddest thing.
After he hit her?
No, well, it's like two different stories.
Oh.
Like so, like it could have gone that way where he could. Oh my god, the saddest one is of this kid. His dad like disowned him for being a musician, and so it goes like this long.
I didn't even say gay. No,
no. I guess he was like.
I disown you. You play the guitar.
Yeah, he's like
that violin down.
But at the end of the commercial, the dad dies in a head-on collision going to see his son perform, because now he accepts him, and all.
Oh my god, that's what is that commercial for?
It's for Taiwanese insurance.
Tampax.
Yeah, it's so weird.
For insurance?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy. His dad dies in a car wreck after he accepts him. Never accept.
That's pretty sound. I mean,
and it goes to like a sub story, like what would have happened.
Most insurance things have to be like, oh hey, you never saw it coming. Everything's great. Everything's dead.
Oh
right.
Man, so like I'm just crying, and
Taiwanese insurance.
And it's like I'm not giving the best description of these commercials, but if you go if you go into YouTube and just put fucking Thai insurance commercial, it'll come up. There's like some copycats too with like people speaking English, but no, the ones the subtitles.
Well, and they also, is it Taiwan that makes the bad news, animated news about America? Like the Brett Favre one, and they show him like throwing the football, and then like he's getting a massage, and they show him looking at the girl's butt, and then he's all texting her a photo, and she's all, whoa!
Oh yeah, like those like shitty like CG.
Oh, terribly animated, yeah. Taiwanese news. They're amazing, but they're super funny to watch. I'm sure there was some really good ones during the election. I don't know. That's some funny shit.
Yeah. And tonight we're not real. Well, Chris is drinking. I'm taking a few days off.
Yeah, I'm having to struggle through this, but I was drinking some LaCroix earlier.
I was just cracking up when I saw that in the fridge. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Well, Billy, I figure we just might as well go on over to the dark side and do it as, just get it done. Just get it done.
Oh, I see how it is.
What's that?
Going to the LaCroix side.
You don't like LaCroix?
Your crazy overexpensive fizzy water?
It wasn't even expensive. It was like $3 for a box. $3 and something. At the Whole Foods.
I do like the Kroger brand sparkling water, and it's just the same thing.
I was at the Whole Foods buying a cheese sampler. I admit it. I was going to a picnic. And I wanted to see what food I brought that was different than the food they brought, and they brought a cheese spread. I brought a cheese sampler.
I'm going back to the dark side. You know what I've been eating almost every day this week?
What's that?
Taco Bell.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Where's our... oh, I guess there's one on Girard.
Yeah.
I was like,
Taco Bell? See, people hate on Taco Bell, and the fast food places, I'll eat Taco Bell.
I have a Taco Bell right next to my work, and
Yeah.
I never eat there.
Oh, really?
And it's like, people think it's like cheap, but I don't get filled up with because normally like the big thing is like, oh yeah, you can eat like a king for like $5. Like no, it's like $8 for like a meal.
Nah, I did the $5 box.
Yeah, but
and it was
yeah,
a
what are you
lot.
getting? Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what you buy.
I paid 5 crunchy tacos. It's like $5.46.
Yep.
See, that's not enough food for me though.
Really?
5 tacos?
Damn, man. I did the $5 box, and it was like a burrito, 2 tacos, and nachos and a drink.
See that when I saw what you had in Portales, that was a lot of food.
That was $5. That was $5 for all that, even the drink.
Oh shit.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, how do they even make money here, man? That's because it cost like 10 cents per thing to make. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I get like 5 tacos for just over $5, and I demand like a huge amount of taco packs.
I demand hand to me. I love when you go to a taco bar.
It's like, what do you want? I'm like, I want hot, fire, and Diablo.
What's
Put
that?
them all in there.
Is that the new one, Diablo?
Yeah.
What I love is when you go to one and you can tell that it's like a franchise one, and you can't go and get your own sauce. They have it like behind the counter.
Oh, that's super stupid.
Yeah. And then you have to go and ask for it, and it's because they're like, people are taking too much. Which they do.
Well, no, true. I mean, I actually like stock up on it when I go there. I'm like, I'm not going to use this one, but I like to put it in this canister in case I want to use it on other stuff.
Yeah. What I like is like you can tell by how bad the part of town you're in by the Blake's Lottaburger. Like if you walk into Blake's Lottaburger and there's a nice wooden counter and you could actually physically touch the person behind the register, you're probably in a nice part of town. If you go to the Blake's Lottaburger, there's bulletproof glass.
Oh yeah.
They have to buzz you in to go to the bathroom. You are probably in not a good neighborhood.
They don't have the cream gravy sauces out in public.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
but I want
nothing.
more cream gravy. You have to ask for it.
There's like nothing that the public can actually get themselves. It's all
Right.
behind the bulletproof glass.
Can I have a napkin? No.
No.
It's a weird thing about where we live in Blake's is that we live in the middle
Of none.
of so they're all equally distant to us. I don't know.
Right.
So it looks like we're like in a circle,
Right.
and there's like the one on 12th Street or Rio Grande is the same distance as the one
Right.
over on like.
So it's all
Carlisle.
where you want to drive.
Yeah.
See, people out there listening that aren't from New Mexico, we have a burger chain here in New Mexico called Blake's Lottaburger. There's like 75 locations in New Mexico. So it's very well known. They have great breakfast burritos. They used to have really great hamburgers. They're kind of not as good, but still all right.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been able to taste them for a while because they're
Yeah.
all like on the west side or
Right.
Rio Rancho or in the northeast heights.
Or in the ghetto. There's a
South
couple-
Valley.
South
Yeah.
Valley. So You can tell by like there's in Albuquerque alone. There's at least 25 of them probably. I would say.
Yeah.
So you can tell by like which part of town you're in by like how dangerous, like how safe the workers are from you.
Yeah, like if you're driving around and all you see are Lottaburgers and Allsups,
Yeah.
man, you're in the ghetto.
See, there is an Allsups. There's an Allsups over here on Manal. There's a roundabout. Is it Manal? Yeah. Yeah, you take Manal almost down to 12th.
Yeah.
Then there's a roundabout, and it's right there by Domino's Pizza.
Mm-hmm. Very far away from downtown
Ghetto.
or any other viable place.
Oh my god! Like, I was thinking about how much money I spent on Allsup's food that night.
Oh,
and
man.
it was like $20.
Yeah, you just kept going, man. I was like, dude. Like, I want that. I want that. I want 2 burritos. I want 2 chimichangas. I was like, dude.
Isn't that the last time we were there? Like the year ago when somebody
Yeah.
had like a big sack of popcorn chicken.
That was me, I think.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Me and Dave were just like eating it. Just cha 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 cha. That was good stuff, though.
Oh man, I miss it.
Popcorn chicken bites are pretty awesome.
I'm just about finished with my taco sauce that I bought there.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah, the bottle of Allsup's taco sauce. You kidding?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that makes Taco Bell Allsup's. I got four tacos from some other place, but check this out, Allsup's sauce. Burp, 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 burp.
That's the best. Like working there, like I would just eat all that food. All
You just
day.
sit there and eat for free, right? Because like, no one's watching you.
Yeah, no, yeah. You just
They had no cameras.
and you just like I don't feel like I just all about the chimichangas, man. Just grill, just put 2 in the fryer.
But I mean, how do you justify that one? Like, someone stole chimichangas. You're like, I don't know, man.
Oh no, there's like a you
Like,
have
you had to throw them out.
yeah
huh?
throw them out. Yeah, so
You're just like, well, I threw those out.
yeah. Oops, yeah.
Into my stomach.
And you got to think, you got to think that they know that that's happening because
Oh, yeah.
they're like, whatever. I don't know.
That one was burnt.
See, the
So
also
was that
family
one.
lived across the street from my grandma in Clovis,
Uh-huh.
and like their house wasn't massive. I mean, they did have a pool, but it was funny though. Like right around Allsup's is a convenience store chain in Texas and New Mexico, for people listening out there. They lived across. Lonnie Allsup's lived across the street from my grandma, one of his houses, because he had a big ranch house in northern New Mexico.
Yeah.
Had a restaurant and everything. They do big cattle roundups. But like every Christmas, the maid would come out and put all the lights on the tree in the house. I'm like, that's a shitty. They're like telling the maid, can you put the Christmas lights up?
Oh my god.
Fuck. Well, then the son, he got all coked up and he fell in the pool and died right across the street. I was at my grandma's house when that happened.
Wow.
Yeah. Fell in the pool and drowned. I don't know how that works. Probably drunk too. I don't know. Who knows? Drunken on the cocaine.
Damn.
That's what I heard.
Coked out.
That's
Coked out Allsup's.
Cooked out also. That's the story I heard. He's all burnt out on drugs. I remember when I was a kid, my parents and grandparents said that a lot. He's all burnt out on drugs. And it's like, as an adult, I don't know anybody who's burnt out on drugs. I mean, I'm sure there are. Do you know anybody burnt out? I'm sure Smiley does. Someone burnt out on drugs?
Just like twice a year.
No, I'm saying like they're like, he did so many drugs, his brain is fried, and he's just crazy now.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Because there was a guy in Clovis, they called him Crazy Eddie, and he had one of those recumbent bikes, and he put like all different kinds of like knickknacks all over it, and he'd ride it around, and everyone in Clovis called him like Crazy Eddie. And my mom would always, he sniffed a lot of glue, and he's just burnt out.
Well, it's true. Like,
I don't know what that means.
there's I guess this girl who just got off of that drug Flocka.
Yeah.
And so she went to rehab, and then now she can't like keep entire sentences. She's
Really?
like she kind of just dozes off and just recovering.
She's burnt out on drugs.
Burnt out?
buddy.
Yeah, she's burnt out.
Burnt out on drugs. I don't even know what that is. Flocka?
It's some new synthetic thing.
Waka Flocka Flame?
It's,
Oh.
if you see like people people go shit ape crazy for bath salts too, but
Yeah.
Flocka is like this other thing, and it's supposed to be like crazy.
Wow.
like PCP. I don't know.
That's pretty interesting.
Hey, that's a drug Smiley hasn't tried yet.
Bath salts?
No, Flocka.
Flocka.
True.
So
What about bath salts?
But I've tried PCP, so I mean,
Ooh. What about bath salts?
no, they were off the streets before I could ever get a hold of them.
What do you mean? They're off? There's bath salts is off the streets?
Yeah.
Really? I figured they.
I mean, it's like not popular anymore. I'm sure it was
Oh.
like big for a while.
What's
like,
the other one? Crocodile? That crazy one?
Oh, that's just someone's really half-assed job at trying to make another drug
And then it's like, if
and
you
then
don't,
selling it anyway.
yeah, and if you don't shoot it right, then it like eats away at your flesh.
Oh no, it's the fact that they didn't get all the toxins out of it, so it just eats away at your flesh when you
like-
shoot it up.
I like how we started the episode with the Girl Scouts of America, and now we're talking about crocodile.
Stay off drugs, kids. And the thing is, like, Kevin, Molly's husband, was here, and he posted, he retweeted or whatever.
Our episode.
Yeah, and so like people are like, oh, Molly's on the show now. Now they're listening to us and not Molly.
Just like, what the hell?
Why are talking
For
about
the rest of
drugs?
the show, we're just going to talk about street drugs.
Street drugs and what they do.
By the way, I made it through
Well,
without ulcers on my face.
Nice. We're actually at the end of the first hour. I'd like to tease for the second hour. Maybe we'll talk about the possible almost orgy that we had last night.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
We'll tease that for the second hour.
And I'm gonna eat some of this pie.
Eat some of that pie. I want some of that pie. Pie.
So you guys almost did it last night?
Not a well. it was-
Congrats.
Turned it down, Smiley. Turned it down.
I know. I almost had sex with my brother one time.
Yeah. It was not us. It was not us. It was other people. They were like, "You're leaving? Well, I guess we're not going to take your belt off." Okay. All righty. Interesting.
I don't
So-
know. There was it would have been fine. Like other than like
Well, let's talk. Let's
Okay.
tease it. So, do you guys have anything to promote? It's coming up. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I have a show in December 12th, I believe. Opening it for Russell James Pyle. His CD release, and it's gonna be a good one.
Interesting.
I think he's still in Texas doing his thing, right?
He's in Big Bend. Yeah.
Big Man, yeah. Wonder what he does all day. Just he just
I don't know.
I would just walk around and
Probably hikes, camps, hikes, all that. Plays music somewhere, right?
yeah.
My name's Russell J. Pye.
Smokes a lot of weed, yeah. So, December 3rd at the West Side Community Center. I think the bell time is 7 o'clock. DWO Wrestling, our homeboy, Hobo Hank, is going to be fighting in a ladder match for the title. So, it's, I believe the opening tickets costs are $15 for general admission. I don't remember. I think it's 22 for second row and 25 for ringside. But December 3rd, Hobo Hank's going for the title in a ladder match.
Man, who's trying to come after him?
Ladder match. He's fighting Johnny K from the Death Rage Cartel in a ladder match. He's got the title. Hobo Hank's going to get the title, bro.
Hobo Hank.
Then I'm
All about Hobo Hank.
I'm going to have him come on this show with the title belt. What do you think of that?
Oh,
Only-
that'd be awesome.
I want to see it. I just want to hold it.
Only if we can get around, dude.
Only get what?
We're supposed to have our own title belts by now.
That's true. Yeah. That's definitely true. So we got to get him. Well, I'd like to get him on in case he loses it. The next one, I don't know. if he wins it, he's got to win it this time.
It'd be
I
funny.
have faith in him.
It's funny if we ever are big enough. I want to have a 10-drink minimum invitational.
The invitational tournament
Yes.
ends with a ladder scaffold match.
And I have our own 10-drink minimum belt
Nice.
to give out to whoever wins.
Yeah. So definitely add us on if you're especially listening for the first time. You want to listen some more. You can go to 10drinkminimum.com and you can add us on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that cool stuff. Yeah, there's that. And then if this is the last time you listen to us before the holiday, have a happy Thanksgiving from us. Don't eat too much. Drink enough that you can stand your Uncle Phil, and then watch some football. But happy Thanksgiving. We'll definitely drink during the holidays. You should as well. But always remember,
Never get too drunk to jerk.
tendrinkminimum.com.
Lay still by morning, the moon said my bride she was. Every man's coffin, this is what I learned. Didn't feel the hours that I, or the waking part of that. True predictions, I will lose my wits about me. Thoughts that whisper, maybe I won't be a choice of yours tomorrow. Step out of the river, my worn arms ache from swimming. Every word is a battle towards you. The pull I feel on my collar surely would be savior, keep me dry for the winter. The only sound is my breathing, hear my winds of urgency. This I know isn't phasing to your call. Sense of touch, they still by morning. The sun brings me back to the hardest moment, the door to the world. Stays, everybody knows. Somebody throws a different way of knowing how you let me on. All I care about is what keeps us strong. I woke up with people keeping eyes on my heart. Say you will be a part of this faded love of mine. I woke up and I'm calling out lonely. It's best I've won. I woke up and I'm calling out lonely. It's best I've won. Say you will be a part of this faded love of mine. If my time will bury me my love, 'cause I won't leave anybody else. I told everyone the answer was my song, but you won't feel my anger when I'm gone, 'cause I won't need anybody now. I won't need anybody now. Hey, will I see you again? Because here you are, pouring soul in my arms. Because here you are, holding on.
My bloom, I must believe it will come for us. Before I rust, believe it will be for us.
My bloom, I must believe it will come for us. Before I rust, believe it will be for us. Hey, will I see you again? Because here you are, pouring soul in my arms. Because here you are, holding on. Because here you are, holding on. Because here you are, holding on.
Live from the Santa Barbara neighborhood in Martinez Town, you're listening to 10 Drink Minimum with Chris, Billy, Michael, and Smiley.
All right.
Hey,
Handsome Dan is in the crowd. That was his name?
Yeah.
Handsome Dan. That's funny.
So that was some good apple pie. Not drinking tonight, which is
It's a rough one,
in-
man.
in
It's
the
tough
best-
to drink.
Yeah, and actually, I totally forgot Bonnie was coming into town. Like our friend who
Yeah.
traveled here from Portland was in last night, and I
Right.
kind of made a night of it, which is great.
Well, you went real late Friday night.
Yeah,
I tried to get you to come home.
and I ended up like just crashing out, which and waking up with Sabrina on top, like just like like passed out on top of me. Not like we're having sex. It's just like she was, like, she plopped herself on me, like, and just like tried to fall asleep.
So Billy is like drunk, and like I'm buying him a burrito, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna get an Uber. You ready to go? No, this is like 2:00 in the morning. No, man, I'm staying here. I'm like, come on, man, I'm driving back Uber. Okay, all right, so let's go over the Uber. No, I'm gonna stay down here, man. Okay. Next morning, I hear him come in about 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Ugh. Then we went out last night.
doing the walk.
Yeah, walk of shame. Hair's all disheveled. His makeup's all smeared. Then last night, we go out with our friend Bonnie, and we start drinking. Where do we drink? We drank at Bar Uno.
Yeah. Then
Then we started there. Then we went to Bert's Tiki Lounge. I don't think they should call it a lounge anymore. It's not really a lounge.
Bert's Tiki
Bar?
Yeah, Bert's Tiki Bar.
Club? I don't know. It's not really, I don't know. I guess it really wasn't a lounge in the first place. But anyway, we had a couple drinks there. Then we went to Launchpad, drank there till they closed. And then you guys were like, well, these guys just want us to go over for like an hour. And then we'll leave. So we go to the South Valley. We get into this like mom soccer van, drive to the South Valley. Do you remember this?
I don't remember where it was.
Oh, yeah, South Valley. So in the South Valley, you get a lot of farm-style homes, like a lot of people who have like animals. Sure enough, they had something. They had like hay bales all over the place. We go in, and they're like they were pretty much middle-aged women, right?
Yeah.
It was like middle-aged women and then the guy that's a millionaire,
Oh, yeah.
you know, from Supergiant that sold Hold My Ticket. That guy.
Yeah.
So you guys are playing music, and then somehow I take over the music. Well, at one point, this one woman kept talking about her husband. Well, then she just comes up behind me and just like grabs my ass with both her hands, and then reaches under and just grabs my balls. And I'm like, whoa. And
It's like, how you doing?
And she goes, well, you're the DJ, so you need to get something out of it, right? And I'm like, whoa, okay.
And of course, I'm dealing with my own thing in the kitchen.
Yeah. What was happening there?
Oh, it's just weird conversations and then like
Well, then like,
dancing and a lot of that stuff.
well, then I get grabbed. The lady, the married woman, grabs me and proceeds to start teaching me how to ballroom dance, which I kind of know somewhat how to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing a lot of the spins, and I'm spinning her and throwing her around. And she's telling me how I'm doing it incorrectly, but not too bad. Like how I'm actually pretty decent at it, but I'm not doing it right, and I should do more study. And she's getting kind of like belligerent about it, like you're not doing that right. Do it right, Just kind of like pointing at me. Somehow I feel like Smiley would be with someone. Do it right.
Yeah, like if I'm cooking with someone.
Yes.
Why are you cutting it that way?
What-
I mean, it's effective,
Yeah.
but you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. So then I finally kind of like sneak away from her. And then everybody starts yelling at me that I'm not, that I just let I figure everybody's drunk enough, I just let the YouTube videos just go. And everybody's like, you're slacking, you need to get back over there. So I walk through the kitchen, and people are getting spanked in the kitchen.
yeah.
Like literally just getting spanked in the kitchen.
I feel like people just do not like care
Yeah.
at a certain point.
Right.
Like this sounds like punk rock parties
Yeah.
that I went to, except most of these people are like edging in at
Yeah.
their 40s. They're already there.
Right. Well, then they're like, come over and spank this woman. And I was like, oh, I'm good. And they're like, no, come spank her, like belligerently. So I'm like, all right. So I come over and I start spanking her ass. And did you do that? Did you do any of that?
Yeah.
Did anybody grope you?
No, not really.
So I look over and like they're kind of groping all over Bonnie. And I'm like, oh boy. So I'm finally like, it's almost like 4 a.m. And I'm like, I want to call an Uber before we can't get one here.
Oh yeah.
So I finally tell you, well, I'm leaving. If you guys want to stay. And you and Bonnie both are like, no, we'll go with you.
Yeah.
So I call an Uber. And it's like 8 to 10 minutes away because we're like deep in the South Valley. Well, not deep. We're like at the beginning. We're like right off of Trisco. So it's taking a while, and all of a sudden they kind of start realizing that we're about to leave. So then I guess, like, I walk outside so they can't mess with me.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep coming out, and you're like, how far away is it? And finally it's like 5 minutes away. So I go grab you guys, and Bonnie, like, they're taking her belt off, trying to get her to take her pants off. And I'm like, oh boy. So she's like, well, I'm like, well, hey, Bonnie, they're about here. And she's like, oh, I got to leave. And they're like, oh, well, I guess I better not take your belt off then, I guess. So if we finally get out the door and we get into the Uber, and the poor lady, I guarantee, like, I didn't get a thing this morning asking me for a rating. So I bet the lady was like, I don't ever want to drive those people ever again.
Oh, yeah.
The whole time, we're just acting like, it's almost like we're in like a documentary. We just act like the driver's not there, and we're just like all rehashing everything that just has happened. And I look over, and the driver's lady is just like, what the fuck? You know? I mean, there's definitely some stuff we can't say, but like, man. I look over her and she's just like in shock, like, what the fuck did I just pick up?
In the South Valley.
Yeah.
I had to drive all the way down here.
To pick up these fucking weirdos who aren't going to tip me. It's like, oh, man. So, I mean, did you think that was about to go down?
It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There was about to be some craziness.
I would have just
like
been the creep in the corner, like fucking being like, "This is stupid."
Yeah. Just showing it.
Chris and I's like balls would have to touch.
No, guys, go for it.
No.
I'm gonna show these to them tomorrow.
I'd be like, can you make this room darker? Is there a way you make this room darker? A lot darker.
well, I have an infrared.
I'm not,
camera.
and I'm not saying that they weren't attractive, because they were.
They were, yeah.
They were attractive ladies.
I'd smash it.
Yeah, but I mean, when the whole time, you're putting it to the lady, and she's like, "Well, my husband," she keeps bringing that up. I'm like, "All right, we don't need to hear that anymore." So I don't know. It was interesting, very interesting night. I mean, you were crying with the cat guy, and I was trying to keep us from getting, raped. Pretty much. I don't know if it was raped, but
It was an interesting night.
Yeah, it was a very interesting night. We got here about 5 in the morning. I woke up about 4 today. I did not want to get out of bed. I don't think Billy did either. I did get up to go get food, and then I came back and went back to sleep. That's about it.
That's one thing I didn't do. I don't.
Yeah.
The thing is, I have like just bread and potatoes.
Yeah.
And like my car isn't reliable, so I was like, shit. Well, I'm just gonna. So I'm just not gonna eat
Yeah.
today, I suppose.
So then,
Oh man, I'm so gonna go to Frontier after this. Then.
Oh yeah, no kidding. I'll probably go somewhere and get something. I'm really glad that like Thanksgiving is coming up, though. I mean, it's Thursday. It creeps up, and the older you get, the faster it creeps up. When you're like a kid and stuff, and you have like, holiday, you're like, oh, I can't get here fast enough. But man, I can't believe it's already here. I was just like, well, we were just in Portales, a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, shit, it's already Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, dude.
So
I just bought stuff for my red chili today. I was like, damn.
What is so? When you say red chili, what do you put the red chili on? Are you going with me, or are you staying here? Are you gonna go to her family?
Oh, Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving I'll be with my fiancés.
Okay. So you are okay.
Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
I might go up with you
Okay.
because I'm gonna be spending like pre-Christmas in
Oh, like you're
Portland.
Yeah.
You're talking about going to Clovis?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any family.
His
out
family
here.
doesn't live
Oh,
anymore.
that's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Like I'm going out like the week before Christmas to hang out with my brother in Portland, and then I'm going out to Belize in February to hang out with my mom in Belize. But yeah, I don't have anyone here for Christmas.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you see? I've never done the red chili on the mashed potatoes.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
No. And everybody brings up, I'm from eastern New Mexico. Eastern New Mexico is pretty much Texas.
Yeah, it's true. Like there's none
It's
of
like
that.
cream gravy land.
Like I make like the traditional like slightly bitter like just red chili.
Mm-hmm. They put cream gravy on everything over there. They're like, oh, let's bake a potato. Put some cream gravy on. Let's chicken fry a steak, chop it up, put it on the baked potato, and then some cream gravy.
Well, basically anything that you could put cream gravy on, you can put my green chili on.
Really?
Yeah, because I
Biscuits?
make it with like an entire stick of butter,
Okay.
an entire caramelized onion, and like just pureed,
Mm-hmm.
put into it with a soup bone, to thicken it so that it's there, just like simmering for a day and a half.
Calling Tendering Minimum Nation. Let's hear how your Thanksgiving is. The number is 505-715-6511. One thing, like, it's weird, like, because you watch TV and you see how, they do Thanksgiving, on all the fake shows. I have never been to a Thanksgiving where they have the bird completely cooked and it's in a pan on the table. And then the dad's, like, cutting it. He's like, I cut the turkey every year. It's tradition.
That's a serving pan.
Yeah,
and
serving pan. You know what I'm saying, though. Have you ever been to a Thanksgiving like that? And they're like, I will
you
do
hand
the
it out.
first cuts of the turkey. You have. My mom, like every Thanksgiving, my mom, or anybody, they've already pre-cut the turkey, and it's all in. It doesn't look brown on the outside. There's no brown skin to it. It's all just chopped up in a pan already. So you've had the turkey already served, like the pre-cut?
No, not pre-cut, like whole.
That's what I mean, whole. And then someone cuts it.
Oh,
right
so
there.
so you've had it, like, you buy it that way? It's
No.
Oh.
My mom will buy a turkey, cook it in the oven, and then when it's done, she chops it all into pieces, and then that's how she serves it. We don't have like one big table where they bring the bird out, and it's a ceremonial, like the head of the household, cuts the turkey. Never had that.
Totally done that.
You
Several
have?
times, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was really a thing, or if that was just like TV.
Yeah, it's like TV and, like, Norman Rockwell.
You put your away from
Like
it.
Norman Rockwell
Right.
paintings and...
No, that's a thing.
Now, when you see the bird, is it golden brown like that, or is that just bullshit?
Well, it depends how much sugar you put on it.
So that's okay. I wondered, 'cause I've never seen. I personally don't like. It's okay. I'm not a turkey fan. Like, I'll eat it. I don't hate it. It's fine, but I prefer ham. So when I go to someone's house for Thanksgiving and they don't have a ham, like I dated this girl, and I had to spend one Thanksgiving at her family, and the next year was mine. Well, her mom's like, we don't serve ham at Thanksgiving because it's an unclean animal. It's a religious thing, right? But they serve it at Christmas. So you don't serve a ham because it's unclean on Thanksgiving, which isn't a religious holiday, but then you serve it on Christmas, which is. I didn't understand that. I prefer the ham.
Yeah.
I'm a bad Jew.
Unclean.
My mom will make a ham.
I prefer pizza, but I mean,
well,
that's
sure.
just completely off point.
Well, my mom will make a ham, though, and she makes it with beer. Like, she puts beer in the... I don't know how she...
In the spiral?
Somewhere, yeah. And she cooks it that way, and it's so good. And she'll send it home with me, and then Billy will eat it all.
Yeah. Well, you're not too into leftovers.
I am sometimes. It just depends. But I mean, Thanksgiving, like, you eat so much of it. It's like, I want something else.
Oh yeah, I can eat leftovers. The thing is, I've done this before, and I've just bought like the biggest turkey you can ever like find. That's because a lot of people say, well, there's only going to be like, 3 or 4 of us this year, and then
Yeah.
so they get a small. It's like, no, I'm fucking get the 30-pound one.
No way.
And I will take it home. And my parents always do that for me.
Really?
They get the biggest one they can find, and they give me the leftovers.
Yeah. Huh.
That just takes so long to cook, though.
30-pounder? Yeah. Hours and hours.
That's like, I got up at 4 a.m. this morning, so this could maybe be done by 8 p.m. the next day.
Jesus. That's ridiculous.
Eat the mashed potatoes. It's
What I am going to do, though, is
it
on
still
Wednesday.
needs like 6 more centigrade.
I will go on Wednesday, and
Mm-hmm.
because they're like cheap now, like because you go to like Albertsons and you can get it for like under $1 a pound, so it's like $30 for like 30. I'll buy one just for myself, and when the leftovers are done from Thanksgiving with my family, then I'm gonna cook that frickin' turkey
Oh, wow.
and have 30 pounds just to myself. Well, I'll give some to Chris too, but. He's like, Billy, it's now December 15th. There's still turkey.
Salmonella, Billy.
He always tells me.
God damn! Have you heard of listeria?
Yeah. Billy leave like some eggs out, and I'm like, you have to put these in the refrigerator. And he goes, no, they don't have to be refrigerated. I was like, they do after they've been refrigerated one time.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a true thing.
Yes.
It's like, like butter. I don't think-
If they
It's like you can't reboil water.
right, if you get eggs from the chicken, then they can sit out. Yeah. They also have like a layer on them, a special, it's a little different than the store-bought crap ones that, Have you ever had fresh eggs?
no.
Awesome. Fresh eggs and fresh milk, but the fresh milk, the only problem I have with that is I have to have it cold. I've had it warm, not as good.
Gross.
Pretty gross. Had to pick the hair out of it before. That was in Germany.
That's fucking gross.
It's pretty gross.
Well, milk in general is pretty gross if you're
Oh,
drinking
I
it.
love it. I'll drink milk. My body would allow it. I would drink it. I think it tastes so good. I do almond milk now, and I don't mind it. It's better than what's that other shit? That soy milk.
Oh, soy milk's awful.
It's awful. Almond milk's pretty good. It's pretty close. And someone out there's gonna be like, "It's not close at all. You're nasty." It's closer than anything else that I've had. Coconut milk, not so much.
If I'm making a dressing with something, I'll go for coconut milk because the consistency of it is great. It's got a lot of oil and fat in it, so it like coats the leaves. You can make a great salad dressing with coconut milk.
Wow.
But then, like, if I'm gonna do like cereal, rice milk all the way.
So you're the cook of the three of us. I mean, we all cook, but you're the actual like real cook. So, are there any tips you have for anyone out there that's cooking for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, a bunch, but
Just some quick
in which direction? Like a regular dinner, like a good like my go-to turkey, if I don't have to worry about food constraints, is just jam that thing full of citrus. Half oranges, half lemons, thyme, and basil just shoved up inside that thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of flavor does it give it? Like a citrus flavor, of course, but
Oh, yeah. The citrus and the thyme make a great flavor. You want to put it into like a baking bag
yeah.
so that it basically steams, so you get all the smells, the aromatics.
Yeah.
Get into this to the turkey, which you like basically hack up like you're a fucking crazy person. Like
Yeah.
you just jab holes into it so it all gets into the skin.
Oh. Interesting.
It's really pretty easy. Garlic, onion, orange, lemon, and thyme. Shove that inside of there. You have to make your own stuffing on the side,
Interesting.
but you will have a really tasty turkey.
Oh.
My advice is don't drink before noon.
I will not take that advice. So,
Especially when you have to get up at 4 in the morning
Yeah.
to make a turkey.
no shit.
30-pound
I'd say the one thing that a lot of people probably don't make, but I love when my mom does it. 'Cause everybody has their own stuff. Like their own traditions or whatever. And deviled eggs. I will never like freak out if I go to a place and they have deviled eggs. I'll be like, oh, deviled eggs, hell yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah.
So if you have some time, make some deviled eggs. People love that shit, man. I love them. I'll eat like that's the one thing like I'll sneak. You always feel bad like for taking more than you probably should. That's one thing I will take more than I probably should is some deviled eggs. Like, wow, somebody put a dent in the deviled eggs, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't know who that was.
I was actually considering making some this year.
That's a good idea.
Because I just got this like tube of 100% fresh grated wasabi.
Ooh,
And I was
wow.
like, what could I do?
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs, yeah. It's like,
That's a good
you
one.
scoop the yolk out, mix it with the wasabi, maybe some cream cheese, put
Yeah.
it back in. That sounds great.
We always have a good vegetable tray, some deviled eggs, good mashed potatoes, good gravy. Then there's always like stuffing. I'm here nor there on stuffing. It depends on it. It's not something I go crazy for, or dressing or whatever you want to call it. Do you like a wet dressing or a dry dressing?
Dry.
See, I prefer a dry, but my mom always makes a wet, and I don't like it.
Wait, what? A
Yeah.
wet dress? What's the
Yeah.
difference? A dry?
Wet is literally like it's like a soup kind of
Oh.
mush.
Huh.
I don't know. It just depends on the family and how they make it, you know. Traditions. You know, then we have turkey and then we have a ham. And lots of booze.
And as long as you have some red chili with that, bam.
See, that's what we don't have.
That's the same Thanksgiving I have. I'm like, oh, what's New Mexico green or like Thanksgiving like? Oh, exactly like regular Thanksgiving, except there's red chili.
Yeah. Do you
It's
think
like, do you want gravy on that or red chili? Like,
You know.
red chili on this one, gravy on that one.
So, do you think that you guys are both Native Americans, so you might have a little bit of idea on this? So, Columbus Day is kind of gone. It's like getting replaced, kind of, by like Indigenous Peoples Day.
Oh yeah, it'll be done. Columbus
Do you
Day will be
think
done.
Thanksgiving will get attacked like that?
No.
Because it is kind of a holiday that celebrates the destruction of,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you know, November was just declared by President Obama as National Native American Heritage Month.
Oh wow.
Huh. No idea.
So, even though there's like a whole, you know, spectacle of, you know, celebrating beating the shit out of Native Americans,
Yeah.
but we have that whole month now.
Yeah. Do you think it's to counteract the Thanksgiving?
I can't see any other reason.
Right. We feel kind of bad, but we like it. We like this holiday. We got football. I remember.
It's better than National Native American Heritage Day used to be the day after Thanksgiving.
I didn't know that.
So at least they've expanded it to the entire month.
Well,
As opposed to a slap in the face, now it's more just a kind of,
yeah.
sorry.
See, I remember there used to be 2 games on Thanksgiving for football, and now it's like ballooned. There's like 3. So there's literally a football game on at all times Thursday on Thanksgiving Day.
That's really kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I have no problem.
The Cowboys play, right?
Yeah, they always.
Yeah.
It's always the Dallas Cowboys and always the Detroit Lions.
Right. And I never understood the Detroit line part of it. It's like we're going to play the Dallas Cowboys, which they may be really good or they may be shitty. And then we're going to do Detroit, which they're perennially shit. You know? It's like, sorry, Detroit. You get to be on a national stage every year. Shitty. Yeah. Just how it is. It's like, great. And then they'll do the little pregame stuff. They're like, in the city of Detroit, there is a lot of, you know, a lot of disparity between, you know, they'll do that whole little thing
Oh,
before,
yeah.
and they'll show the food kitchens, but the Detroit Lions, you feel really bad. You're like, oh man, they're all Detroit was rocked by 2009 and the recession, and a lot of people had to lose their homes, and the Detroit Lions still terrible. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
And see, I'll
guy.
go home and I'll get up early because my dad gets up early. And if I don't wake up early, my dad will come in and just like start opening the door, and he'd be like, "Are you gonna get up?" And there's just no reason to get up. And then I'll go in the living room, and then he'll have on some channel I've never heard of, and it's some news program. And like every 30 minutes, it loops over and starts again, and just have it on the whole time. And it's like these really like chipper, dumb people, you know, and they're like talking about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade had something to cheer about. Little Sally Ann, blah, blah, blah. How do you feel about that, Chuck? Oh, it's really warming, you know? And that just rolls over and over, and you're just like fucking hung over. Like, why am I up? What is happening here? How does this channel only exist for old people?
This reminds me of like every time I hang out, or our yearly trip out there.
Yeah.
Your dad will come and wake me up.
Yeah.
I'm on the couch, happily in a drunken stupor, just like completely passed out. I'm like, so
And he'll put on some
nice.
weird, shitty channel.
I'm like, hey, do you need some coffee or some breakfast? No, not at
None of that.
all.
I need to sleep more. I need you to leave me alone.
I'm gonna see if I can like cram my head in between the cushion and this back part.
My favorite too is like, I'll wake up and the first thing I do every morning is I look at Yahoo News and just to see make sure there wasn't some crazy event that happened overnight like bombings or shit. So I'm like caught up. Halfway through the day, my dad will be like, "You need the paper? I'm finished with it." No, I knew what happened yesterday. What do I need that for? What do I need the Clovis News Journal for? He did it this last time we were down. He's like, "You need the paper?" Nope. I've already looked at the news for today. The stuff you're going to find out tomorrow. I always think that's funny. It's just hilarious. Like, I don't know. It's like HLN or something that my parents watch, and it's like this really terrible, chipper morning. They make fun of them like on SNL sometimes, like the coffee talk or whatever in the morning, where they're just like lit up on coffee, and they're just like, in today's news, this little girl.
Did you say HSN?
HLN or something.
Oh, okay. Because I'm on the Home Shopping Network.
No, Home Life Network or something. I've never seen it before, and.
Well, we don't have TV.
Right, that's
the
true.
The way that older people have TV.
So HLN, the News and Views Network. That's what it's called. And it's on that channel.
If I can't stream it on my
my
Chromecast,
look how
I'm like, is that even a real channel?
You look at these people, and they have the whitest teeth you've ever seen in your entire life. See, look how white her teeth are. And that's the channel, like, they'll have it on there, and then you'll see a commercial for, like, farmersonly.com, where it's a dating site for farmers. And the first time I saw it, I was like, is this real? Is this a real thing? And, of course, you see all the, incontinence ads,
Cialis.
Cialis. The fallen, button, the alarm button.
See, I watch the poor people channels, so it's all about how to get lawsuits against Cialis.
Oh, it is, right?
And have you been hurt by anything ever?
Have you or a loved one been hurt? They always say you or a loved one. They always throw that in there. Have they been hurt by dexanometrine?
Possibly killed?
Yes. Between the years of 1995 and 2000, were you a test subject for deoxytrine? You're like, what? What? I don't know. Maybe.
Do you want to be part of a
class action lawsuit?
Lawsuit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Am I allowed to do that?
Right.
I'm pretty sure I signed a contract saying I would never do this.
Right. I did collect that $1,200 for the test, so I don't know if I should. That's pretty interesting. I don't know, man. I'm running out of steam.
Yeah, me too.
Smiley, you good?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
And I'm starving.
I'm starving too.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
I want to thank the Girl Scouts of America for coming on the show. If you're listening to the second hour only, at the beginning of the first hour, we had one of the troop leaders from the Girl Scouts of America here. Can't wait for those cookies. They brought us a pie. Excellent. December 3rd, Hobo Hank's going to fight for his life in a ladder match for the DWO World title at the Westside Community Center. So come out and check that out. Hobo Hank. Hobo Hank. Billy's got a show coming up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's December 12th.
Okay.
And that's Russell James Pyle CD release.
Yeah. Smiley, you got anything coming up?
Nothing anyone
You
can
have
come
a TV
to.
show coming out in
January, actually.
January. Midnight Texas, NBC, right?
That is correct.
Very cool.
Something I'll be on that people can actually see.
So keep an eye out for that. Everybody have a really great Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Don't drink too much eggnog or drink too much eggnog, depending on how your family is. Just depends. Be safe. Hopefully you're not in an area where it snows a bunch. And I don't know, that's all I got. We are 10 drink minimum.
Booyah.